Good morning, everyone. Guess what? I'm gonna go seed some flower seed in my cut flower garden. I'll see you in the garden. My husband's working on my manure spreader. We'll be spreading manure before you know it. Now I'm headed out to the cut flower garden. Let's go put in some seed. This just gets prettier by the day. It's so pretty. It's almost white and pink, dark pink. So pretty. And I did pull a lot of the weeds out yesterday, last evening. Pretty much all we have is hyacinths, pennies, and crocus, and tulips. The marigolds are growing, starting to put on some feathers. There's a lot of seed in there, so they should be abundantly beautiful. All right, let's head to the cut flower garden. Petunias, oh, these are so gorgeous. That color is just absolutely beautiful. And there's a little angel. She's reading about Jesus. She'll tell me all about it later. I got most of the weeds out of here. I put some preen on it so it won't sprout any weeds, or try not to. Anything that's got a seed anyway. And I worked a little more on this last night too. It's forever just to get them out. So, but boy, it looks so much better than what it did. I promise you that. You should see all the lilies that are coming up. So many. There's some that's really looking pretty, even though they're not blooming yet. And these will be really pretty. And right here, this one I think got a little bit stumped or something, but I think she'll grow out of it. She'll open up once the sun comes out and get some good water. And here's some more. I think these are the ones that are from my house, or from back home. Yep, it'll be really pretty. Pretty. All right, let's go get this garden, cut flower garden started. Thinking about putting the dahlias in too. We'll see how I feel once I get done. I'm gonna do a curve. I'll show you when I get the hoe, and then I'm gonna do a tall amaranthus here, a tall amaranthus here, and two in the middle on the inside. Then the zinnias will come in. So I'm planting cosmos, amaranthus, tall amaranthus, and zinnias. And then I'll go in with the dahlias. And then I'll go in with the gomphrena and the statice. And I have a couple other different plants I'm going to plant in here too. I don't remember what they are, so I have lots of flowers. I have bee balm too. Bee balm, 2 kinds of bee balm, 2 kinds of stock. We've got it handled. No big deal. All right, let's get this on the road. Okay, I have Cosmos, Red Spike Amaranthus, and also have zinnias in there. I've got about 6 rows of zinnias. I'm going to put dahlias, gomphrena, status, and oh, I was going to do some of my perennial. I'll do my perennial gazanias up here. And I have status, gomphrena, and dahlias. Dahlias will probably take up a lot of room. I have a lot of them. Should I go ahead and do my dahlias? Eden Brothers already sent me their set mine here. Maybe I will put them in. We're supposed to get some nice rain, so it would be good for them. I think I'm gonna go put a few in. All right, let's go. Okay, I've got some stuff in the cut flower garden. You watched me do that. There's something I wanted to let you know. My thumb, I got these little things on Amazon, and I don't make any money off of that. I don't have enough subscribers yet, but 2 years in a row I slammed this in my car door, and now when I garden it gets dirt down in there, but it'll come out with each shower and it's clean. And I needed something to cover it because it's not attached to the skin. But if you're worried about your fingernails or anything like that and don't like to wear gloves like me, and just grab one of these. They go on so easy. They're already rolled up for you, and you just roll it on your finger. There's different sizes. I got the medium, and that works great. It keeps the dirt off of it. I'm not too worried about my other nails. They're doing fine. They're dirty, but they're doing fine. I just put some good lotion on my hands at night and they're fine. But I thought these were cool. I don't have to wear gloves because I always forget anyway, because I've never wore gloves. But this is a good fix right here, and I can do it and you could do it on all your fingers without having to wear gloves. So just wanted to share that with you. It's like, I got like 210 of these for like $5. So it was a great buy. All right, we're headed back out to the cut flower garden. We're going to start putting some dahlias in. I have 2 that I saved from last year that are already got leaves on them and coming up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the garden. And I have some of this, it's a Mexican sunflower, and I think I'm gonna put it in the garden too. Called Torch, but I thought it was pretty cool, so I'm gonna put it in. It doesn't get very tall, so I'm gonna put it towards the front, and because I'm not ready to put in the gomphrena and the status yet. They're still growing, but they're doing pretty good. There's all my coleus that I split up the other day, and I have a ton more to split up. I'll get to that in a day or two. See, and my tomatoes are looking good. They'll be going in about a week and a half, and a lot of this stuff will be going out. I'm gonna wait until the wind stops to put these out. This will give them a little more chance to make it get stronger. But here's some of my gomphrena. It's looking really good, but I'm just not ready to put it out yet. The wind is too hard. But right now we're doing dahlias. All right, you know the way. You do know the way to the cut flower garden. So I'll see you there. All right, dahlias are in, and zinnias are in, cosmos in, red spikes are in, and I put a row of cone flowers through here, and they'll come up. They probably won't bloom this year. Usually they don't, but we'll see. They're going to be in full sun, so they may take a turn and say, hey, let's go for it, guys. Dahlias and Tithionia Mexican sunflower. I put some of those in too, right here. So there's plenty of room for Gonfrina, plenty of room for Status, and plenty of room for some other beautiful things that I have in my hut and greenhouse. All right, you guys, all I got to do now is water. My battery's getting low, and I think you know what watering looks like, and I'm going to water it down good. We're supposed to get some rain, but I'm not going to depend on it because sometimes it just doesn't come. All right, you all have a wonderful day, and have a great day. Bye-bye. Good morning, guys. I don't know if it's morning or afternoon. Oh, 12:42. Oh, it's going to be cloudy and cool for the next, I don't know, maybe 3 more days. And I'm just sitting here. I found some marigold seed on the floor from last year. So I grabbed it, and I'm just planting up some marigolds to go around in the garden. Once I get all the veggies and stuff planted in the garden, then I'll put some marigolds around, see where I can put them just to keep the pests away. And one seed head, and I put 2 or 3 seeds in there. So far I've got 7, and I'm going on my 8th. Maybe I can get 12 out of here. Did I put one in here? Almost. For good grief. I can't remember if I got one in there or not. I bet I can find one on the floor over here, because this is where the marigolds. Yeah. I've got 2. Nope. 3 or 4. Hi, Simba. All right, I'll be right back. Well, all I have to do today basically is water. That's the most important thing. So I'm going to go around. My husband already did the drip line, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to do the strawberries, the trees, the grapevine, blackberry bush, and over here I am. And then go out by the well. I'm going to see if that well hose will go all the way around the house. Look how big my clematis is getting. It's really growing good this year. Yes, she looks a lot better than last year. Last year she was just a tiny little thing. All right, well, I'm gonna put this on high speed, and I'll just be watering. I got lilies and I got mums and stuff out there. And we're just going to spread some water. And the plants will be so happy. All right, I got around the mums, and them mums are going to be traded out for some tall grass, and also I'm going to put a couple of flamingo feathers in there. And I think they're both perennial. So, and then I got to go get some dirt to put around my Sweet William because she never did sink into the ground very good. So her roots are showing, but she's still happy. So I think she'll do much better if I hide her roots and put some more dirt in there and level it out. My coral bell and a stilby. I don't want to say it very loud. I don't want to scare her off. All right, that's all good. And now I've got it soaking with this little pine tree I got at Christmas. It is so cute, and it's just so much new growth. It's amazing. She is so pretty. Look how pretty she is. Just absolutely pretty. Oh, little red baby cones, little red baby cones and everything. She needs a good drink. And then I'm going to come back up here and get rid of some of the seed in the dandelions. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of dandelions, but they just go crazy, and I don't want my whole yard and my whole garden's dandelions. So the bees have enough to eat in our home, near our home. They have lots to eat, and they can go down to the woods and all kinds of plants down there and all kinds of dandelions down there. They don't have to come up here. Pennies are going to be beautiful up here. Beautiful. They've got buds already, but at least my husband's got the barrier out. So yeah, it's going to be a mess for a while. It's not going to look pretty probably till next year. We have so many things to do. So many things that are more important, and we work on those kind of things little by little. In my little old wagon. Oh, look at the petunias. They're just beautiful. I love that. And then I just have black and white over here. And the black is a purple black. So, there she is, reading her Bible. Little angel. And then I have to go back and do the peach trees. And my coral bells here, which is putting up blooms. They got buds. They're going to be pretty. I don't have anything else up here, just that. I plan to have several perennials up around here in this little garden. We're going to make it just a little garden, and it's the coolest place to sit when it's hot. So that's what I look for when I make a little garden like this. I had one in Eudora. This is perfect. I love that chime. I love it in the window. It's just so pretty. And my vining hyacinth bean, she's doing so good in there. I'm scared to take her out. I may, once the wind stops, I may come put her in the hut in the window or take her out here, but I got a lot of viney stuff. The Airguam is not really viney, but it's tall, and it needs a backdrop. I'm still figuring it out. I'm carrying on with my watering, and then I gotta fill my containers up with water in here. My Joseph coat that I'm gonna put in the farrier. It is doing very well. It will be pretty this year. Look at the geraniums, aren't they growing? Goodness, growing like weeds. Hey everyone, how you doing? I planted my Gerbera daisies into a vase because I put them out in the gardens and it just doesn't seem like they do very well, so I'm putting them in a vase this time. I've got my feather tops, my annual gazanias, and my columbine. I'm going to put these in the urns out front and then this up by the one of the trees. So here we go. I think I'm going to talk my husband into another garden and make it more of just a garden of perennials instead of cut flower. All right, here we go. We're not supposed to have any really harsh winds for about 3 days or so, 3 or 4 days. So I'm hoping they can get rooted in real good. I still need to come back and water them in so that they're all cozied in and happy. So I'll have to come back and do that. I just didn't have it to fit. I just didn't have it to fit in my wagon. So anyway, let's go on to the next job. I want to plant that planter and I'm not sure what I want to plant it with. I have some verbena. I may put some little verbenas in there. Let me think. They're kind of small yet, but time's a wasting, man. I need to get stuff in. And I think this weekend is a good weekend to do it. A good week, anyway. I guess the weekend's over. But a good week to do it because we're not supposed to get rain till the weekend. And it's not supposed to be real windy. And it gives them time to settle in. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the verbena yet. But it's always pretty, no matter where you put it. So, let's head on back. I better grab my spade, my little spade. This will go in the worm castings box and it'll melt. It'll melt away. All right, here we go.